Hello and welcome back to my channel. It has been a very long time since I posted a video. I think my last one was in early fall, and today the stars have aligned and it's time to do it. I hope everybody had a nice and relaxing holiday season, the best that it could be. And I'm excited for the new year, and I just like to catch up and share with you where I've been and what's been on my mind. So the last video I posted, I had finished all the videos for the Taylor Swift project I was working on. I was basically abstract painting all 12 of her album covers over the summer, and I shared that process in 6 videos, 2 for each album, of me beginning the painting and kind of getting the painting about 2/3 of the way done. And then my plan was to finish all the paintings off camera and then do a final video kind of revealing how they all ended up, and then putting them on my website as a collection for sale. And that did not happen. And it's kind of just been on my mind to kind of come back and explain. Not that a ton of people are sitting waiting to see what they look like necessarily. But typically, you know, if I say I'm going to do something, I like to finish it. The thing is with creativity, things don't always go according to plan, and that's a good thing. And so I will just go into a few different reasons as to why things didn't go according to plan and actually what I learned in the process. So for one thing, when I was trying to finish them off camera, I was sharing a little bit of that on Instagram. And the paintings were kind of not going in the direction that I wanted to. A couple of them I did finish. I finished the debut and Speak Now, and those kind of finished, and I didn't necessarily love them, but they were at least done. A few of the other paintings I just kept working and working and working and working, and they just weren't arriving at that final destination. And so I kind of just put those to the side. Some other paintings, the albums that I care a lot about, I actually didn't even go back and work on because I just had this sort of fear of like messing them up at the time. That was how I was feeling. It was like, okay, these ones are done. I don't really love them. These ones aren't going anywhere no matter how much I work on them. And these ones I'm afraid to touch. And I have done a series of 12 before, and I remember when I did that series back in like 2017 or 2018, I realized that 12 paintings to try and finish all at once in a collection was kind of like a little too much for me. And so it was funny because it was like a lesson I was learning again of like, yeah, I don't like working on a collection of 12 paintings. So there was that, but there was also this feeling of like, the whole reason I started the project was to just get back into painting regularly, to give me a subject matter that I could just get excited about, that was just fun, not a lot of pressure involved, to get into filming videos on a regular basis, which I did do a really good job of. I think I started posting regularly in March, and I was able to get like 28 videos done between March and like the end of summer, which was awesome. I really enjoy filming, I really enjoy editing, and so I really want to keep doing YouTube videos. But that particular collection was just to kind of get me back painting on a regular basis again. And kind of once the summer had ended, the energy around it had ended as well. And I kind of just felt done with it. Even though I didn't finish the collection, I didn't launch the collection, I just sort of felt like the energy had gone away. And that happens sometimes, you know, it kind of just went past its prime. And my intention for the fall was to actually work on like a deeper collection of some deeper personal subject matter, sort of processing like the challenges, difficult times, traumas in my life, and sort of merge that with like a deeper fall vibe, dark academia, colors and themes and aesthetic, and just kind of put that all together. And loosely the title in my head was Deeper as a theme. And my plan was to kind of try and process some of these things that have happened in my life through a series of paintings, and then turn that into a course loosely titled Paint It Out, if all went according to plan and I was really able to kind of transmute some of those things that have happened, which I have done with previous collections. I have one reason I paint is that I find it very healing, and there's been certain things in my life that I have able to process through painting, and even just like day-to-day stress or anxiety or whatever, I'm able to transfer onto the canvas and kind of let it all go, and my whole process is just very therapeutic in general. And so I thought if I applied that same philosophy to some deeper things in my life, some things that I haven't necessarily gotten over, things that I'm sort of still carrying to this day, that one by one I can try and like loosen the grip of some of those things, and to do that through like a deeper, darker painting series, and then utilize what I learned through that process to help other people with a course. And so my thought process was fun, whimsical Taylor Swift collection over the summer, early fall to kind of start launching into my deeper series, and then kind of late fall, then I would work on a course and then kind of have that out by the holidays. And that was my whole plan. And really, like last year, I was being pretty productive. The first couple of months of the year, I decluttered my house, and then I got into starting to do YouTube and painting again. I started going to the gym, had a very productive summer. And then after summer ended and my kids went back to school, everything kind of just like dropped off a cliff at that point. There were also some family issues that were happening at that time that really took my full attention for a couple of months. And it was really like pushing me beyond my stress levels. And so obviously the first thing I'm going to set down is my creative process, which I did still paint during that time. Like I would, like after the summer ended, I was still trying to work on the Taylor Swift collection, you know, once or twice a week and try to get it where it needed to go, but that wasn't happening. And so what I ended up doing was, you know, getting to work on that other collection, the deeper collection. And I basically started about 9 paintings in a new style that I hadn't tried, with a new tool I hadn't really used as the primary tool in my painting. I started using a lot of colors, and that painting series was sort of shaping to be called Tapestry, because everything kind of looked like a tapestry of, you know, all the different parts of our lives, the good, the bad, everything kind of woven together was kind of what I was thinking of making that series into. But again, that series is still about, let's say, 2/3 of the way done as well. So basically where I'm at now and where I was at that time, you know, towards the end of late fall, was I had the unfinished Taylor Swift collection, the unfinished Tapestry collection, and then the holidays came. And, you know, the holidays just ended up taking my energy as well, like, you know, shopping and wrapping gifts and doing holiday activities and all of those things that I enjoy to do during the holidays. And I don't like to put extra pressure on myself to be like, oh, I also have to finish these 2 collections. I also have to make videos. So it's just a thing with me that when there ends up being too many things or too many focuses, that I tend to let go of the things that are kind of more important to me specifically as a person, which is my painting, YouTube, exercising, like going to the gym, sometimes like eating healthier. Like a lot of my self-care habits and personal priorities tend to go out the window when a lot of things are happening. I tend to prioritize, you know, like my home, my family, which are good things. But as I said, the beginning of last year, it is important to me to put myself on the map as well, and put myself on the priority list, and move the needle of my own life forward and achieve my goals and do the things that are important to me. So I'm trying to work on that in terms of, not only just my art business and my health and wellness, but also down to my little self-care habits like reading or getting a pedicure or watching a movie or something like that. So I will say what I was focusing on in the fall, family related, absolutely needed my full focus. It was a serious thing and it absolutely needed my full focus. And I don't regret that. There will be times in life where obviously like something takes over as a priority and it needs to. And so I don't regret that at all. But what I will say is like the daily habits of letting things take priority over things that I want to focus on, that's where I'm not necessarily okay with it, because every day that I wake up, I will have a list of things to do, whether that is house related, kids related, cooking. As I said, I'm moving from being a stay-at-home mom who has been running her art business intermittently over the last 8 years, painting and finding my style and taking courses and learning about painting, learning about art business, having really good stretches of painting and releasing collections and writing blog posts and releasing prints. And, there's been a lot of good things that I've done over these 8 years. And, being a stay-at-home mom was a priority. But now, as my children are older and my focus is changing a little bit, my desire to really dig in a lot more on my personal priorities and my art business and health and wellness and all that like needs to be a bigger focus, and maybe not always a bigger focus, but a more consistent focus and a consistent priority that is rotating around the other priorities. Because even today I could wake up and say, actually, no, I have a lot of laundry to do. I want to make these 2 recipes. I need to clean out this one area of the loft or whatever. I can say that all of those things come first, and I can continue to keep the art business at the bottom of the priority list, the exercise at the bottom of the priority list. But that's not going to make me happy, and that's not going to move what I keep saying. It's not going to move the needle of my life forward, and I deserve to be on the list too. And so I'm going to do another video about my whole process for visioning, setting goals, vision board, all the things for 2025, because I have done that already. I spent a couple of weeks, that little week after Christmas, between Christmas and New Year's, which is one of my favorite weeks of the year because the vibes are amazing. It's super chill, but also I can spend a lot of time visioning and reflecting and all of that, which I did. I also was still doing that into the first week of January. So I am going to get that video done and share that process because I'm really excited about this next year and the goals that I have set for myself, and I'd like to share the process that I use to come up with that. It's kind of a mishmash of all the different ways that I've set goals for many, many years. And I think it's a really good way to do it. And so I'm excited to share that with you. I'm excited to kind of blend a little bit of art and creativity, a little bit of the behind the scenes of my art business with kind of my personal hobbies and interests and like lifestyle a little bit more on this channel. I want to talk about books. I want to share little trips that I go on, things that are inspiring to me, and just sort of make this kind of a seasonal lifestyle channel about creativity and motherhood and self-care and kind of how to balance all the things and just like infuse all of that with joy and share the process of not only my art but also my life and all that comes along with that. So I hope you'll stick around. I'm So grateful to all the people that are subscribed so far or watch my videos. And I just look forward to making more videos this year and painting more and just having a lot more fun and enjoyment and consistently keeping myself on the priority list. And I know that might be something that other people are struggling with, other moms, other creatives, just trying to keep what's important to us on the list. And I think that's a beautiful thing, and I hope that we can all support each other in doing that. And I just look forward to this year and continuing to connect with all of you. So subscribe to my channel if you're new, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.